Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would make a spread in my handmade mini pocket journal, and I'm using some of that washi tape that I made in my last Saturday video with my mixed media play tier members. I made 3 quite grungy textured washi tapes, and I'm using gummed paper tape for that, which means you can then use water on the back and the glue will get activated. I'm starting my page by just sticking down some of these pieces of this tape, and then I will see what else I want to add on top. This is quite a nice journal when you just want to work quickly, create something, and don't want to worry about too much, and that's what I did when I made that video. I wanted to use the tapes, and I also just wanted to do anything creative. I'm making a voiceover today because we are on holidays here in Germany and the kids are at home. It's quite noisy usually, and that's easier for me just to make a video without worrying about who is screaming into the camera. There is a tutorial available for this journal, for this kind of journal. It's not exactly this one, but I'm sharing how I make these. It's very easy and it's a perfect way to use up old papers. I often use papers where I cleaned my brushes on or just put down some leftover paint, or the cleaning papers for the jelly plate roller brayer, and these papers are perfect for these kind of handmade journals. I'm going to make some marks with a water-soluble pencil. That's the Stabilo All pencil, but you can use any water-soluble pencil. And I just dip the nib into water, and then I make some marks. And here I'm blending it a little bit with my fingers. I just try to play intuitive and see what I think feels good on the page, what I think fits in the areas. And I try to be a little bit playful. As always, I'm going to link the blog post for this spread in the video description, so you can have a look at the close-up images of the projects, and I will also link up the products I've been using in the video description so you can find them. Hopefully I don't forget anything. I'm totally into that neon pink at the moment, and I'm grabbing this ink to just add a little bit to the page. It's the fluorescent pink from Sennelier. I really love this ink. I just got a new one because I think I already mentioned it, that the old ink was not empty and it was closed properly and it worked just fine. And then I came back maybe 2 weeks later and it was completely dried out and it was closed. I have no idea why this happened, because I had it for a few years already before, so it wasn't a new ink. Yeah, that's very strange. I hope that does not happen again with this one. I really like that pink and that light green color that was already on the page. I think they work really well together and give me kind of a spring feeling. I'm zooming in a little bit more so you can see better what I'm doing. I decided to work with some Neocolors. They are a great medium, easy to use quickly, and they have many options. You can use them dry with water, you can use them thin or thick. And here I grabbed some kind of a petrol color. I don't have the colors color names in my mind, and often it's very hard to read on their labels. And I really like just to stay loose and blend it with my fingers. Of course, you can use a brush if you don't like to mess around with your hands. In my next step, I wanted to add a little bit of stencil texture, and I was already afraid that that will not work because the book is already so thick and buckling, and yeah, it's really hard then to get a good stencil image, especially when you're using wet paint, and that was a fluid acrylic paint. It was definitely not the right choice, and I messed up that page a little bit, but I didn't like the area that I had there underneath. That was the reason I wanted to go on top with some stenciling. But to rescue it, I just blended around that paint, and I brought in a little bit more, and then I recognized how lovely the Neocolor mixed with that white paint, and I really liked that because the whole page was quite similar in tone, and I wanted to bring in some kind of highlights. Here I tried to scratch into the wet paint with my with the back of my brush to make some marks, but I did not really like that, and it did not work out very well. But it was quite nice in the areas at the bottom of the page, but it didn't work at the top where the paint was already sitting quite heavily on the page. I still wanted to have that stencil texture on the spread because I really like the pattern of our wheels stencil. When I created it, I did not have in mind that it looks like slides of lemon slides. But that's also a good option to use this stencil for. And I think I'm trying it again here on the right page because there is not so much underneath, and I try to be careful a bit with my color. As it's a liquid acrylic, it's not perfect, but I really like it, and I will keep it as it is in this area. I'm not sure if I should have left it as it was, but now I think I still like it with the white and the messy look it got. I decided then to bring in a little bit of that stenciling to the left, and I placed a piece of foam underneath the page so it was more even and a bit easier to stencil. On these kind of pages, if you want to have a perfect stenciled image, it's a bit difficult, and also I would not recommend using paint. Maybe use some kind of texture paste because that does not flow as easy under the stencil as the paint does. I'm going to let that dry now, and here it is dry, and then I will see how I'm finishing up my page. And I already picked a focal point from my stash, a collage ephemera piece. And now I'm just thinking about what else I could add to the right side because it's very empty, and if I wanted to go with this image or with another. At this stage I think I wasn't sure. I will use this image, and there is some orange on there, and I decided to bring in some orange with the Neocolors. And there is that lovely turquoise on the ephemera piece here, and I wanted to add that as well to the page, and I'm just picking one of the Neocolors that matches that color the best and add the same marks to the right side of the page so everything becomes a bit more cohesive. I'm now coming back in again with the black Stabilo All pencil and made some more marks. I thought that that big orangish area could need a little bit of mark making, and this is the stage where I sometimes cannot stop because I really enjoy that process so much. So I sometimes have to force myself to not keep on going, just finish up that page. I'm sticking down that ephemera piece with some wet glue. I had another one in my stash which was quite similar but a bit smaller. But then I decided to use the big one. I think it was the right decision because the background of the left side was not the best. And what I feel is that the right side is very empty and there is nothing that goes with the left side, and I'm thinking about putting something to the bottom right just to catch up the image on the left. I have some of these leaves left over. They are embossed in black onto some jelly prints, and that's the same kind of image I did on the focal point I've added already. And I decided to pick one of these just to work with the left side. I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick. One of the orange leaves. I'm not sure how to add them, if I should cut it off or if I should leave it as it is and put it down like this. I'm going with this layout, and I am using a piece of the washi tape to kind of adhere that leaf to the page. Of course, I'm going to adhere it with some glue, but I really like the visual thing that it looks like as if I had glued it down with the washi tape to the page. And I'm also going to put another tiny piece of the tape to the left side so everything stays cohesive, and I think that big white area can take a little bit of texture. And to finish up the page, I also put a little tiny piece into the orangish area. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you liked the page, and then we will see us next time. Bye!